Hey guys, it's Loves to Loom here, and today I'm going to show you how to create this really cute Portholes bracelet. This design was created by Suzanne HB. She's on Instagram as Crazy Just Might Work. Definitely check her out and give her a follow. You don't want to miss out on her super awesome designs. She has some really cool ones coming out. This one I love so much. There is this version as well as the Portholes double triple, which I will also be doing a tutorial on as well. So this is basically the original and single version. I did the Portholes in this one all the same color, and then this band here connecting them together, which we call the connector band, I did the same color as well. So the links here are what I have as the white. You can also change those if you want a different look, which is what I did on this one here. I decided to do the gray and black, but it is highly recommended to use silicone bands for this bracelet. The Portholes just don't hold the same like they do when using these silicone bands. I love how the Persian and like Sweets collections look. It just comes out a whole lot nicer. But there's a lot of possibilities, color choices, and so on that you can do with this bracelet. So, but yes, so without wasting your time any further, let's get started. To make this bracelet, you will only need your hook and one C-clip. I prefer to use my rainbow loom hook. I will be using my Persian bands, the gold with the like light blue in the middle, and then regular opaque blue. Throughout the tutorial, you're going to hear me say Portholes, and I just want you to know that my Porthole bands are what I'm going to be using for my silicone bands, which are these. If I say the links bands, these are all the links, the black and gray in this bracelet, which is going to be all blue in the one I'm doing today. So that'll be used for my links. And then your connector band is going to be this one that's underneath, which are these right here. So I'm using the same color for my connector band so that it looks like this one does, the same color. So you can use different color connector bands if you'd like. So I'm going to do my best, guys, at doing this video. I've never done a hook design. This is my first one. So let's see how it goes. So we're going to start off grabbing one of your Porthole bands, and we're just going to place it on your hook like so, and just leave it there for now. Grab whatever color band you're going to use for your connector band. This is going to be our first connector band, and again, I'm using the same color as my Portholes. So we're going to need to place it on your hook like so, and we're going to slide our first Porthole onto that band. And normally you would just reattach this onto the hook so that it's like that. But since it's the first one, we want this band that I'm holding with my thumb twisted since it's the first one. So instead of just placing it on, there we go. Instead of just placing it on, make sure you twist it first and then place it on. That way that like crosses there. So that's how it should look so far, and just let that little ring hang there, your little Porthole. And now we can do the next step. So now you're going to grab one of your link bands, which in my case is blue. And we're going to every time we use our link bands, we're going to do them in sets of 3. So to start, grab one link band, and all we're going to do is pull it through the band right here that's sitting there. So just however's easiest for you. I usually like to kind of like turn my hook down. It helps me slide my bands on a little easier. Usually, there we go. And then I push it down, but make sure you turn it back before you hook it, because you don't want that blue one being twisted on there. So that's what it should look like so far. So basically we just have our ring hanging and then the 2 singles. So we're going to need to do that 2 more times with the blue. So just slide the blue on top of the blue again, like that. Reattach. Again, make sure it's not twisted. I only do the turning motion because it helps me get it on my hook, but you can just do it like this too. So there's no twist, and then I just kind of push it down just to help me reattach the other side. So that's what it should look like so far. Once you have your third link band, you are going to, I'm losing focus. Okay. You're going to grab your porthole that's been hanging here, and you're just going to place it on your hook like that. So now we've flipped up our porthole and have it on our hook. And I like to hold it with my pointer finger just so it doesn't go anywhere. And now you're going to grab another porthole color, and you're going to place that on right next to it. And I'm going to, again, hold that with my finger just to keep it in place. And now grab whatever color you're using for your connector band, which again, I'm going to stick with the same color for my connector band. So we're going to be sliding only these two first bands onto this connector band. So place it on your hook. And do not put the blue on, only the first two bands are going on this band. And then reattach the other side of the connector band that you just placed on. So it should look like that. Hopefully you can see it. Okay, so now that we've done that, we have 4 bands on here all together. So now we're going to start laying our links again. And again, it's going to be in sets of 3. So this time, we are going, and there is a loose band hanging here. Leave that there because after we lay each set of links, we'll be flipping that up and reattaching it. So yeah, grab a link color band, and we're now going to slide all 4 of these bands onto that blue band, like so, and reattach the other side like that. Grab another blue band, slide it through, reattach the other side, and we have to do that one more time. Like that. So there I just had laid my third link band. So now I need to flip up the hanging porthole that's just laying here loose. So you're just going to flip, it's just hanging here like this. So just flip it up and place it on your hook like that. Hold it with your finger. Grab your porthole band and just sit it on there like that. So it should just be sitting right next to your other porthole, and grab whatever connector band you're using. I am using the same color. And now we need to connect our 2 bands, not the blue, just these 2 bands onto that band. So you're just going to slide them onto the band like that. And what I do is I turn my hook kind of straight like this and slide my band down so I don't lose any of these bands. And then you just reattach the other side of the band like that. And we're going to do everything we just did all over again. So we're back to having the 4 bands. We have our loose porthole over here. So now we're going back to laying our links. So we're going to just slide all 4 of these bands on. Like that. And if it looks like I'm twisting these bands on, I'm not. It's just, once again, it's easier for me to get them over the bands when I do it that way. And then once I get it through, I turn my hook back around so there's no twist. So now we need to add another link. There should always be 3 links. Once you have the 3 links, grab your loose porthole that's hanging there and just flip it up and place it on your hook like that. Grab another one of your porthole colors, place it on. Grab your connector band, we're going to slide our first 2 bands onto our connector band, and then just reattach the other side like that. Once you've done that, we're going to start all over again and hook that band fell loose. Going back to our link bands. So now we need to do 3 of these again. So 1, 2, and 3. Okay, back to our third one. So once you have 3 hooked, you're going to grab your loose porthole, flipping it up, placing it on your hook. Hold it with your finger, grab another porthole and just sit it on there. Grab your connector band, and we're going to slide the first 2 bands onto our connector band. So you can even hold the blue with your right finger to slide them on, and then I like to turn my hook straight so that I can push my band down so I don't lose any of these bands, and then just carefully attach the other side, which now leaves us with 4 bands on here total. Going to go back to our linking band, and we're going to slide all 4 of those bands onto our blue linking band. Just like that. And reattach. So we're just going to keep doing that over and over again. I don't know how some of you guys come up with these incredible hook designs. I guess it's just not my knack, because I really like it, but I'm just, I guess, not coordinated enough to figure it out. It took me forever to be able to do this one for Suzanne, which I absolutely love. I think she did a brilliant job on this. And Suzanne meaning at crazy just might work. So we're just going to keep doing that process. So add another porthole on once you have your 3 bands. Grab your connector band and slide only the first 2 bands on. Reattach the other side. And now we can go back to our linking bands. I have 3, flipping up my porthole and placing it back on there. You're just going to sit a loose one on there, hold it with your finger. Sorry. My connector band. We're going to slide only the first 2 bands on. Like so. And then you don't want it, I guess it really doesn't matter, but I like to keep my bands together, like not mixed up. Going back to my link bands, and we're going to slide all 4 of these on. And then I'm going to show you how to close. So to close, I just did my first blue link band. This is my second one. And then this is my third. So once you have enough, and you think it's long enough to fit on your wrist, which this isn't, but I'm just going to show you how to close it off. do your 3 links like I have here. Grab your loop band. You're going to flip that up like you normally would. But instead, this time, instead of adding on another loose porthole band to close it off, you're just going to grab a connector band, whatever color you're using, and we're going to slide these 3 bands on. This is how you would close it. And just slide those 3 bands on. Reattach the other side. And that's where you would attach your C-clip. Just like that. Okay, so once you have that attached, you would just come around here to the other side, and you already have a little like cap band type of band sticking out, so you would just attach it to that like so, and bada bing bada boom. I know mine's super small, but there you would have the completed, I almost forgot the name, Portholes bracelet. Guys, this was created by Suzanne on Instagram. You can check her out. Her name is @CrazyJustMightWork. She did a phenomenal job on this hook-only design. I think it's super cute. And if this video helped you out at all, please hit the like button below, as well as the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And don't forget to tag me at Loves to Loom on Instagram as well, because I love seeing your guys' creation. But here's the back side of my bracelet. So you could definitely do a lot of different variations with this design, color changes, and so forth. So I'm also going to be filming the triple portholes, or portholes double triple, which was also by Suzanne HB. So keep an eye out for that, and I will see you all at my next video. Thanks, guys. Bye.